Welcome to Redneck Science. Today I'm going to be smoking some hog ribs. Now I have a few misconceptions about this. First, people are like, Will, aren't those super disgusting, really lean? Yes, they are more lean than other meat, but I mean, those people tend to think that meat comes from a store. Other objection I get is, isn't that meat really gross? Those people tend to just not know how to cook. It's a pretty easy solution. Just like any other ribs, you're going to take off the membrane. Nice. One fell swoop. Using olive oil as a binder. I'm just going to lather that on a thin layer. Some people with beef ribs or even baby back ribs will trim the fat. This doesn't have a ton of fat already. As you see, it has a little bit, but not enough to where you want to trim anything off. I'm always biased to Lowry salt. I think it's a great 10-in-1, and it always tastes the best to me. And because we took that membrane off, all those juices are going to seep into the backside of it as well. We're going to go very light on this pepper here, just a little bit, to where it gives it a slight but not prominent flavor. Some people may ask, Will, the title of this video is Sugar and Maple Syrup Ribs. Why are you adding salt? Well, every meat needs a little bit of savory in it, plus the salt actually will bring out the flavors in the sugar and the maple syrup later on. After letting this sit in its spices for a few hours, though, we're going to put it on the Traeger now and let it smoke, let it do its thing. Oh yes, all that smoke is penetrating right inside those ribs. That's what she said. All right, we're back in the kitchen. Now first I'm going to take my maple syrup and I'm just going to drizzle it over my parchment paper. Very generous amount. And then I'm going to take my sugar in the raw. Again, very generous amount. Now I'm going to take the ribs, I'm going to face them meat side down on top of all this goodness. Give it a good little mix in. And because, again, we took that membrane off, on the back, we can do the same thing. That's going to seep into both sides. So we're going to, a little bit of maple syrup here, more sugar in the raw. It's going to be a ton of sugar. And then as a last little cherry on top, take a navel orange. And you just squeeze it right on. So that should be all set. Now we're going to wrap it up nice and tight. That way all those juices get trapped inside. Okay, at this point I'm going to put the ribs back into the Traeger and I'm going to increase the temperature to about 275. Now I'm looking for an internal temperature of about 203. That way it's not going to be overcooked, not going to be undercooked, right about the right spot that we want it. I'm going to let it rest in here for an hour or two for two reasons. Number one is going to let the juices settle in, and it's going to be a real juicy ribs, okay? Second reason is when you slowly bring the temperature down, it caramelizes the outside and it gives you a real nice crust. All right, now is the time. It's been resting for a few hours, so we're going to take a little look-see here. Collapse this. Ooh, that looks incredible. Okay, let's cut into it. See how we did. Gonna have a little bit on the edge right here. Wow. That's one of the best ribs I've ever had. That's amazing. I can literally taste the maple syrup and the sugar. It is so sweet. That is probably the sweetest meat I've ever had in my life. That is incredible. For all of you that said the hog could not taste good, eat your heart out. This is incredible. It's sweet, it's tender, it's smoky, it's everything you want in ribs. So, till next time, be sure to like, subscribe, and leave an angry comment below.